And a good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Here tonight, Joel Viss with you live on our network, bringing you the second round of the Class 2A state football playoffs between the Clarinda Cardinals and the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions here tonight. Clarinda making the long drive up the road and coming up north to take on the Lions here of CLGLR. Going to be a great matchup here tonight as the Lions come in undefeated on the season, a perfect 9-0. They are the number one seed out of Class 2A District 1. Clarinda comes into this one out of their district. They are the number 2 seed, finishing runner-up to Greene County, 6-3 on the season, and a team that started the season a little bit rough, a little bit shaky, but have really hit their stride in the last couple of weeks. Clarinda averaging over 50 points a game the last 3 weeks. They have been a force to reckon with on the offensive side of the football. They have been all over the place, and their star running back, Tatum Brown, has been up near that 300-yard mark. He's got 900 yards in the last 3 games, so averaging 300 yards over the last 3 games and putting up the points as well. And for the Lions, they were able to put up some big points on some teams the last couple weeks as well, going over 60 at Okoboji and over 50 last week against Iowa Falls. So maybe we'll see 2 offensive juggernauts battling it out here tonight in Rock Rapids. Like I said, glad to have you along. My name is Joel Viss, and we are so glad to have you along with us on our broadcast network. We welcome in all the Lion fans, and we welcome in all of the Cardinal fans watching from down in Clarinda who could not make the trip up here to view this game. We're glad we can provide it for you, and it is all made possible due to our fantastic sponsors out there, and those sponsors include the Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Rock Rapids Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, Austin DeNoble and Company, and the Pepsi Cola Beverage Company, as well as the Iowa High School Athletic Association, bringing you tonight's football game live on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. As we said, a couple games out here where the offenses have been featured lately, and we'll see if the offenses can keep striking the way they have been for both squads here, and see how many points these 2 teams could actually put up tonight in what could be a really good, really fun game. The winner of tonight's game will match up against the winner of Pod A, and they will go against either Greene County or West Lyon. West Lyon playing down in Greene County. That's down in Jefferson, Iowa. For those of you who are not quite sure where Greene County is, those 2 battling out in a 1-2 matchup down there. The winner of that game will take on the winner of this game in the quarterfinals of the state football playoffs. So that'll be the goal for the Lions here tonight, to try and make their way through there. Now, we have done some looking into it. Should West Lyon win and Central Lyon George Little Rock win, West Lyon will come here, and the game will be played here in Rock Rapids next week. Should Central Lyon George Little Rock win and Greene County win, the Lions will go on the road to Greene County due to the alphabet rule, and they both being number 1 seeds, so the Lions would go on the road. If Clarinda would win tonight and West Lyon would win down there, the 2 number 2 seeds would go to the alphabet rule, and West Lyon would be the host school, so the Cardinals would come back up this way and go to Inwood next week should they both win. If Greene County wins, they would host down there again. So Greene County, their deal is if they win, they host. So that's the big thing for them. And for all the rest of the 3 teams involved in this first pod, it is up in the air of who wins and who goes where. In pod number 2 around the state, Osage over there on the east side of Iowa taking on OABCIG in a 1 versus 2 matchup, and as well as Spirit Lake and Clear Lake matching up in pod number 2 as well. In pod number 3, Waukon and Crestwood battling it out tonight, as well as West Marshall and Wahlert Catholic. And then down in pod number 4, it's Monticello versus Centerville and Williamsburg versus Mid Prairie. Those are the matchups here in the round of 16, trying to get it down to 8 after tonight, and we'll see who is a part of that final 8 teams later on, and we'll know for sure what's going on in this game Absolutely, in Rock Rapids. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we're going to get together. We're going to talk to Coach Curtis Eben of the Lions, get his feelings on a first-time matchup against the Clarinda Cardinals and what he sees from this Cardinal tape. And we'll also get together coming up next with the head coach of the Clarinda Cardinals, Colin Bevins, and get his views on tonight's matchup between the Cardinals and the Lions. You're listening to Central Lyon George Little Rock Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility. Hello healthy. Hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Clarinda football with the head coach of the Cardinals, Colin Bevins. Coach, thanks for spending some time with us here this week.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your football team. A few tough losses early in non-district play, and then a loss to Greene County midway through the season. But a 4-game winning streak for you has you as a number 2 seed out of your district, and you are playing well come playoff time.
Yeah, we have. We kind of set the schedule up as coaches to have a pretty tough schedule early in the year. We think that come playoff time, it battle tests our team and toughens us up in a way that, playing those easier schools early in the year wouldn't really prepare you for. So it's worked out for us, and we're hitting our stride right now. And the last 4 games have been, pretty tough to, it's tough to say that we wouldn't be playing this well without those first 4 games.
Well, and a couple good, tough senior leaders on your team at quarterback and tailback and wide receiver out there. You've got a running back in Taden Brown, 1,400 yards on the season. He has got to be something special to have with you.
Yeah, he is. I'm very honored as the coach to be in the position to coach that guy. It's a treat to see him work every day, and there's some stuff he does in practice that, you kind of have to take a double take and think, did I just really see that? It's special to have on the team, and how we're playing up front and what we're doing is definitely helping him get to where he's at right now. And the last 3 games we've had, he's had 3 phenomenal games. So hopefully it continues as we keep going. Well, you picked up a great win in the first round of the playoffs. That puts you on the road. You come to Central Lyon George Little Rock, a team that Clarinda has never played in their history, so a new opponent for you guys. What do you see on tape that you expect to see from Central Lyon George Little Rock? We expect to see a very disciplined, fast football team. They play downhill on defense. They're aggressive on the offensive fronts, and the quarterback kind of, he runs the offense, and they kind of go how the quarterback goes. And, he's very dangerous running the football, and he's dangerous throwing the ball to the outside. So, we have to be honest with what we do, and we have to be disciplined as well. So it'll be a good test to see where we're at as a football program, and hopefully it builds momentum for us for the future. Well, and you talk about a good test for you guys as a football program. How do you go about preparing for a team that you've never seen before? You don't have a whole lot of tape on other than what you've seen in the last week. How does your team prep for the week of practice? We just try to keep it as normal as possible. We have film from the whole year, so we can go back and kind of see how they have improved as a team and what the kind of things that they kind of lend themselves towards on offense and defense, and kind of what they use as a play scheme to kind of get things rolling. So I don't know. It's difficult because we don't have any history, but at the same time, it's nice because our kids have no previous history to have in their brain bad things that have happened in the past. So it's nice in that way.
Well, obviously, looking at the tape, you see little things that the Lions do offensively and defensively. What are some things that you guys can do offensively and defensively where you think you might be able to get an edge?
It's tough to say with, they came out in many different defensive alignments throughout the year. So, it's tough to be prepared for whatever they're going to throw at us. Obviously, the first couple drives will be what we think will work, and we'll have to make adjustments off of that. So, I think if we just continue to do what we've been doing, stay fundamental and running straight downhill and not pulling many people, I think it'll lend ourselves to success and, hopefully get some people in the box and try to get Isaac the ball in the outfield.
Well, when you get through a deep playoff run and you want to keep moving on in the postseason, you really got to rely on your leaders and the experience. How important is those seniors that you have on your team?
It's big time. These guys have been with me for 4 years now as a head coach, so they were freshmen when I first got here. So the improvement that these guys made and the culture change that's happened throughout, Clarinda football in the last 4 years is a lot to do with those guys. And, they try to preach it to the young kids. They're coaching young kids in practice. So it's great to see, and hopefully the culture continues to go as we continue to go and, keep building on what we're doing.
And it gets to be a long season, playing through a full season as you hit into the playoffs. Like I said, you guys are playing really well. You're hitting your stride at the right times, but you always get those bumps and bruises, and when you want to make a deep playoff run, you got to be at full health as well. How is your team looking injury-wise?
We're very blessed down here to have an athletic trainer that's full-time in the school, so he likes to keep us healthy, and he likes to keep kids on the field. So even when we have those small little injuries, the bumps and the bruises, he really pushes those kids to get out on the field because, in a football season, you're never going to feel 100% after week one. So, we're as healthy as we can be. We have everybody. We have all of our starters, all of our backups. So, we're healthy and rolling into next week.
Well, and here you go on the road in the second round, a long bus trip for you guys, roughly 4 hours on the road. How do you prep your team to get on the bus and make that long bus drive, and how do you keep them stretched out and ready to play when they get off the bus?
No, we got to give them as much room as possible on those buses. So none of our kids have experienced a 4-hour bus trip. We've made 3-hour trips before, but never a 4-hour trip to go play some football. So it'll be a challenge for us there. None of our coaches has taken a 4-hour trip either. But, I can kind of revert back to some things we did in college with long bus trips and see if it works for us. And, it'll be a trial by ear kind of deal and see what happens.
And when you get into a playoff game, it's going to be a tough matchup. You got two quality football teams. You got to make sure that you're doing the little things right. What are some of the little things and the keys that your team needs to do Friday night to make sure you come away with a win?
We obviously have to eliminate those stupid penalties as far as false starts, offside, just the fundamental things that are pre-snap and that we have to be sound on and not give 5 yards here and there. That can kill you in the long run of the game. Obviously taking care of the football is another thing, especially here in the end of the year. The turnover differential it's big when it comes to playoff games. And we have to be fundamentally sound on defense. If you're supposed to have the quarterback, you take the quarterback. You don't go chasing after the dog. So, we have to be aligned right. We have to know what our assignment is, and we have to do our job.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here today, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
That is the head coach of the Clarinda Cardinals, Colin Bevins. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here!
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch. Mm-hmm.
welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon, George Little Rock Lions football with the head coach, Curtis Eben. Coach, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joel.
Coach, let's start it off. Let's talk about that first-round playoff game against Iowa Falls Alden, a team we didn't know much about, but we felt if we came in and played our game, we would be able to take care of business. And our kids looked like they were playoff ready and very focused.
Yeah, they were start to finish there. Those guys came in with a high level of focus, knew what their job was. Didn't play down to their opponent, just did what we asked them to do all week in practice, and that showed Friday night. I thought our kids started off well and just continued throughout that first quarter, and a fun group of kids to watch.
Well, and I think they did it well on all assets of the game. You know, the offense played well, the defense was amazing, and the special teams really did a nice job of contributing as well.
Yeah, it was all three phases, and the fact we didn't punt the ball, but besides that, we our kickoff coverage was great. Our extra points, we were perfect on the night with those, so big plus to our special teams there. And then, defensively, have a shutout on the board. That speaks volumes for itself. And then offensively, putting up over 400 yards, 6 guys getting in the end zone, spreading the ball around. It was just, again, one of those nights where everything was just kind of clicking.
Well, we took care of business in the first round. Now we move on to round number 2, hosting another team that we have never seen before in Clarinda. And what are some things we've seen from watching the tape? What do we expect to see from the Cardinals?
They're 6-3. They play in that district down south, so we don't know a lot about any of those teams. We don't ever really see those teams. So, it's not so much about who we play; it's about how we play. And I told the kids that all week, and we just got to do our little things right. Clarinda on offense, they run kind of a pro. They'll spread out a little bit, but they really want to run the ball. Their tailback has had 900 yards the last 3 weeks, has 17 touchdowns in those 3 weeks on like 62 carries. So he's really their workhorse. He has about 1,400 yards on the year. So he is what makes those guys go. And so we really got to control him. Up front, they got some linemen. They're not big. They move pretty well. So we'll have to just fit our gaps and control what we can control up front. And then defensively, they run a 4-4. They run a cover 3. They will bail pretty hard in their cover 3. Hopefully we can attack them underneath a little bit with our passing game and try to get them to loosen up a little bit. We really feel like we run the ball pretty well, too, just in the fact of our backfield's big physical type kids, and we can try to run through some tackles, some arm tackles, and again, it's going to take a full team effort like last week.
Well, and the nice part is playing at home, they have to come on a long bus trip on that way, but we get to stay at home. We get to prepare. It makes it more of a normal football-type atmosphere.
Yeah, it does. Our guys will, after school, go get normal food like they always have, get up in the zone and mentally start preparing and take the field at 6 o'clock, and so we're very fortunate that we're in this situation this week, and our guys get the opportunity to, again, take Dicknall Field, and we play pretty good football on Dicknall Field, and so we feel good about that.
Well, one thing about last week, not only did we play extremely well, we were able to get a lot of different kids into the game, get some of those starters out, let them rest a little bit in there, and that sets us up for playoff runs and making sure we stay healthy. How are we looking health-wise?
Yeah, we're looking, we lost Landon Thiessen, Noah, Matt Albert, Reagan, Hashi, and so, a couple guys, throughout, but those are changes that have came the last couple of weeks here. But our starter-wise, we're healthy. We got Chase Thiedens back. He's back, and it's probably one of the rare times since I can remember for CLGLR football where we have both offense and defensive linemen platoon. Each group of guys only play one way. It's been a long time, if ever, in CLGLR history that we only have one-way players on both of the D lines and offensive lines. So that's pretty special, and which I think really keeps our guys healthy in that fact.
Well, last week, a little bit different. It was 80 degrees during the day. It was a pretty comfortable night out there. This week, going to be a little bit cooler, a little bit chilly out there. And are we prepared for this true playoff weather?
Yeah, like you said, it's true playoff weather. You know that time's coming. The kids know it. They've lived around here for 16, 18 years too. So our guys. I don't think the weather bothers them at all. We'll come focused and ready to play.
Well, we get set up here, and when you play a team in the playoffs, you know they're a solid football team, and we don't know a lot about them, but that means we need to play mistake-free. We need to make sure that we are doing the things that we need to do right. What are the keys that we got to take care of and make sure we come away with a win?
Yeah, it starts with our defense again. Our defense got to slow down their tailback, and again, getting our offense on the field. We really feel like our offense can put points up when they're on the field. So, don't let them have sustained drives. Get their 3 and out and punt and get the ball back to us, and then we can take off with it from there. So, yeah, it's just all comes down to little things. You take care of the football, and then after that, everything else should go into our game plan.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you each and every week, and we look forward to talking to you again next week.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Joel.
That is the head coach of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Curtis Eben. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we welcome you back here to Dick Null Field, live from Rock Rapids. My name's Joel Viss. Glad to have you with us here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. And we're glad to bring you this second-round playoff game between the Clarinda Cardinals and the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions here tonight on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. So glad to have you along, all you Lion fans watching at home, and big welcome to all of you Cardinal fans watching down in Clarinda as well. We're glad to have you with us here tonight. The Lions and Cardinals have taken the field for their game. We're going to take a break and go to a pregame interview with one of our seniors here tonight as we got together with Gable Van Beek earlier in the week and talked to him about what he's doing around Central Lyon here in his senior season. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the start of tonight's matchup here tonight between the Cardinals and Lions on the Lions Broadcast Network.
Second out. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today, I'm joined by Gable Van Beek. Gable, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Gable, let's start in the classroom. What is your class schedule like this first semester?
Well, first hour I have my college class. I'm taking Intro to Psych right now. And then I have AP Calc, lifting, and then foods, physics, and then I have building trades and I have homeowners DIY.
Getting to know the shop a little bit this semester.
Three periods at the end of the day.
That's good. That's good. Now, Gable, you're a senior here at Central Lyon and on the football team, obviously. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts on the football team this year.
Well, I feel like the team's really picking up where they left off last year. I mean, undefeated and making a good playoff run, hoping to win state this year.
Very good. What besides football, what else are you involved in here at Central Lyon and out in our community?
I wrestle and run track, and I'm also a member of FCA.
Very good. Let's talk a little bit about the team goals here. What are some of the team goals that the juniors and seniors have set for themselves?
Well, we usually have a team goal to beat West Lyon every year and to be undefeated and win district, and we've had both those goals met so far. And one of the long-term goals would be to win state this year.
Hopefully I can get that done here about 4 weeks from now, 3
sure.
weeks from now. So, but what about yourself? Any individual goals that you set for yourself coming into this season?
I'd like to make all-team state. I haven't made that yet, and I think that's one of the big goals that I want to accomplish.
All right. Now, you've been a part of the program here going on 5+ years, going all the way back to 7th and 8th grade. What advice do you have for those younger kids that are just kind of starting out in the football program?
Just to buy into the program and listen to the coaches, lift, and you have to put your whole life into football for just a couple months, and you'll get a lot out of it.
Yeah, it's a long season, but it's not really a long season.
Not very long.
It goes by fast. We're not even halfway down your senior year yet, but do you know what your plans are for next year?
Next year I'm going to be attending SDSU, and I'm going to look to get an engineering degree.
A lot of kids over at SDSU from this area, and a lot of engineers.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to. It's almost like we have an engineering firm here in town.
I know we do. It's nice.
Let's talk a little bit about yourself and what do you like best about being part of the team, or maybe what's a favorite memory you have about being in the football program?
Well, playing with this team for so many years, you guys create that brotherhood, and it's just you guys are so close, just having fun out there every Friday night. And I'd say one of my favorite memories is probably the ride down to state 2 years ago to the Dome, both times. I mean, just riding on that bus, getting close to your friends, having a good time, and it's like a trip, but it's like a business trip. You're out there to get something done.
Yeah, the ride. It's a long ride, but it can be fun too.
Yeah.
Well, Gabe, I want to thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
And we welcome you back here live from Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. My name's Joel Viss. Glad to have you along here tonight. Welcome all of our fans watching from Clarinda and all of you Lion fans as well, as we are set up for a second-round matchup in the Class 2A state football playoffs between the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions as they come in 9-0 on the season as the number 1 seed out of District 1, and they are taking on the Clarinda Cardinals. They are the 6-3 on the season, and they come in as the number 2 seed out of their district. The winner of this matchup will play the winner of Greene County and West Lyon. Those two schools playing down in Greene County in Jefferson, Iowa here tonight. Clarinda has won the toss. They have elected to defer. Central Lyon George Little Rock will start with the football here for tonight's broadcast. Just moments away here, we had a good crowd on hand for the Lions and a nice crowd on hand across the way, as we can see a good traveling crowd all the way from Clarinda, a long drive, about 4 hours on the bus. Talking to Coach Colin Bevins earlier in the week, and he talked about how no one in that on the team and nobody even in the coaching staff had ever been on a 4-hour bus ride for a game like this, and they are excited for the opportunity and excited to be here with a chance to move on in the Class 2A playoffs. Cardinals will start making their way out here onto the field to do the kicking duties. On to do the kicking duties for Clarinda is number 9 out there, Isaac Jones, a 6'4" senior. Back deep to return here for the Lions. Graham Eben stands back there, as well as Josh Elbert. Eben and Elbert stand at their 10 and 12 yard lines. Jones has the official sign. He's ready to go. He'll give the ball a boot. It's a short kick angling towards the sidelines, and it will die at the 20. Eben picks it up there. Not much return room as the coverage team able to get down there on the short kickoff. Brings it out to the 24-yard line where the Lions will start here tonight. Opening game here of the night here against the Lions and the Cardinals, Class 2A. Second round playoffs. Winner moves on to the quarterfinals. Lions playing for a chance to host again in the next round. Clarinda knows if they win, they will be on the road, whether it be at Greene County or West Lyon. Clarinda will go on the road regardless. Lions break the huddle, shotgun formation. They shift the up back, and they'll hand off right away. Graham Eben up the right side. He busts free. He's got a first down and more. He takes it out across to the 40-yard line, and a big run on first down of 16 yards for Graham Eben. Eben, the leading rusher for the Lions on the season, bearing down on 1,000 yards for the year. And after that 16-yard run for Graham, he sits only about 12 yards off of that mark. First down and 10, shotgun formation again. Lutmer in the pistol, Eben behind him. They'll hand off Eben again right side. He's got all sorts of room. He's got another couple yards inside the 40. He's busted that 1,000 yards on back-to-back runs to kick off the game down to the 36-yard line. 24 yards for Graham Eben. 2 carries now for Graham, and he's already got himself 50 yards on the night. Lions wasting no time marching the ball down the field. First and 10 on the 36-yard line of Clarinda. Twins left, single man right. They will shift the up back, Van Berkom, from right to left. They're going to hand off Eben again, left side. Eben bites through a few tackles. He's got another first down to the 20-yard line, and another 16-yard run for Graham Eben. Graham Eben, 3 carries, 66 yards to start the game here. And the Lions are marching it down the field. First down and 10 on the Cardinal 20-yard line. Opening drive of the night. 10.5 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Lutmer going to go quick pass outside. Isaiah Johnson sidesteps the first man, but gets tripped up by Isaac Jones. Nice open field tackle there for Jones, only allowing a yard on the reception. Lions trying to change things up a little bit, blow play action, get it to the corner, but well read that time by the Cardinals. Second down and 9 now for the Lions. Shotgun formation, Twins right, single man left, Eben in the backfield. They'll go back to Eben, right side this time, carries it down across the 15, looks like to the 14-yard line, be a pickup of 5. So it'll be third down and roughly 3 yards to go for the Lions. 9:34 to go here in this first quarter. Third down and 3, maybe 4. Obviously 4 down territory for CLGLR. Twins right, single man left. They'll hand off to Eben right up the middle of the field. He's got the first down and more. Bites through a tackle, and he walks in for the Lion touchdown. Graham Eben, a 14-yard touchdown run, has the Lions on top early. Graham Eben, 5 carries, 85 yards there in the first opening drive, moving the ball down the field. Or 75 yards, I should say. Miscount. Graham Eben now over 1,000 yards on the season. Matthew Deeren on to do the kicking duties here. Eben the long snapper. Good snap, good hold. Deeren has the ball up, and it is no good. A rare miss for Matthew Deeren, and that puts the score at 6-0. 9:12 to play here in the first quarter. You're watching CLGLR Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, Central Lyon George Litterock jumping out to the lead here on the opening drive. And they march at 76 yards for the touchdown. Graham Eben leading the way. 5 carries, 75 yards, capping it off with a 14-yarder to put the Lions up 6-0. Matthew Deeren on to do the kicking duties here with the Lions putting up all those points over the last couple weeks. He has gotten a workout with that leg and a rare miss on the extra point. Deeren will give a low squib kick, will take a bounce inside the 20. Return man slips, picks it up at the 10, now reverses and crosses the 15 where he is tripped up. On the return that time was Noah Harris, the 6'2 freshman for the Cardinals. Went to bring the ball up, and he slipped at the 10-yard line, picked it up at the 12, able to bring it out to the 16. And that is where Clarinda will start on offense. The Cardinals will see what they come out with right away. Wyatt Schmidt, the quarterback, Taden Brown, the running back with just about 1,400 yards on the season. He is averaging 300 yards a game the last 3 out. Shotgun formation. Schmidt calls it out. He's going to fake the hand, keep it himself. He's hitting the backfield, wrapped up, and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Chase Theden's in on the first hit, and then a host of Lions wrapping him up after that. 2nd down and 10 now for Clarinda, as Wyatt Schmidt just fought to get back to the line of scrimmage. Pistol formation this time. Twin receivers right, single man left. Schmidt's going to hand off left side. This goes to Brown. Brown is hit immediately, brought down for no gain. Nothing doing for Taden Brown. It'll be 3rd down in a 10, maybe 11. It looks like they are going to put him back at the 15 for a loss of 1. So 3rd down and 11. If the Cardinals can, they want to throw, or they want to run the ball as much as they can, but they do have the ability to throw it. Schmidt, a very good passer, and got a great target out there in Isaac Jones. Back to pass is Schmidt. He's under pressure. He's going to tuck and run. He's tripped up and can't get by. He is brought down in the backfield, and a loss of 4, and it'll be Clarinda punting the football away. Lion defensive line getting after it early, getting in the backfield. Nobody to throw to downfield, and Schmidt was going to take off running, and he gets tripped up. 4th down and about 15 now. Going back to a punt. Wilby Jones standing in his own end zone. High snap, he corrals it, gets it away. It's a low line driver, and it bounces and just about hits Andrew Austin. But it'll roll to the 49-yard line where Clarinda will down it there, and the Lions will take over in plus territory. Downing the football for the Cardinals is Caden Castile, the senior linebacker. So a 3-and-out for the Cardinals gives the Lions a chance to come back on offense with outstanding starting field position with 7:12 remaining in the first quarter. Lions with a 6-0 lead. Trying to go up here by more. Lions, looks like Graham Eben's going to have to come out of the game. A little bit of blood showing on his elbow. And that'll bring Josh Elbert in as the tailback. Twins left, single man right. That's Vanderzee on the top side of your screen. Man in motion, Isaiah Johnson gets it. Jet sweep Lions going right side. Johnson's got positive gain, and he is knocked out of bounds inside the 45 at the 44 for a pickup of 5 on 1st down. Knocked out of bounds there was Johnson. Clock will stop at 7:04 here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 5 coming. Lions will send receivers Twins to the right side. Andrew Austin alone here wide to the bottom side. Josh Elbert, still the tailback, stands to the right side of Lutmer. Lutmer calls it out. He'll hand off Elbert. Elbert ducks in behind a few men. He's still got his feet going down to the 40-yard line, just tucked in behind that offensive line and pushes it ahead for 4. 3rd down and a long 1, short 2, as it is just shy of the 40-yard line. 6:40 to play here in the first quarter, a 6-0 lead. Lions scored on the opening drive, then held Clarinda 3-and-out. On third down and short, Twins right, Twins left, 4 wide, shotgun formation. Lutmer and Elbert in the backfield. Back to pass is Lutmer. He's going to tuck. He's going to run. Quarterback keeper all the way. He's down the field, cuts it up, tries to sidestep a man, knocked down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. And a 31-yard run for Zach Lutmer has the Lions set up first and goal from the 9-yard line. Six minutes to play here in the first quarter. CLGLR leading 6-0, but looking for more. First and goal, Lions. Twin receivers here go to the left side. Single man is Vanderzee to the right. Eben back into the ball game at the tailback position. Lutmer hands off Eben right side. He runs into a pile of Cardinals, and the Cardinals give him nothing. They might give him a yard of forward progress, but he was met by a host of white jerseys. Second down and goal now from the 8-yard line. Clock on the move here in the first quarter. Lions will send twin receivers to the top side. Single man left. Eben stands to the left of Lutmer. Isaiah Johnson in motion, fake there. Lutmer keeps, he tucks in behind, and Lutmer will score from 8 yards out. And Zach Lutmer puts the Lions up 12-0 here in the first quarter. Lions look like they will go for 2 after missing the extra point last time. With 5:04 to go here in the first quarter. Lutmer, an 8-yard touchdown run. There's some confusion going for 2 here as they will hustle in the team. They're going to have to hustle up as the clock dips below 10 seconds on the play clock. Shotgun formation. 4 wide here for the Lions. Back to pass. They're just going to throw it out in the flat. It goes to Josh Elbert, and Elbert has the 2-point conversion. 5:04 to go here in the first quarter. Lions lead 14-0. You're watching Central Lyon George Little Rock Lion football on the Lions Broadcast Network. Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field. Joel Viss with you here tonight on the Lion Broadcast Network. Class 2A football playoffs here in Rock Rapids between Central Lyon George Little Rock and Clarinda. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight, and we thank our sponsors as well for making this coverage possible. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. Lions on top 14-0. They are a perfect 2-0 on offensive possessions and a 3-and-out for Clarinda. Clarinda, no positive yards as of yet. They are negative 5 yards of offense after the first drive. Big kick this time is caught down there and returned this time by Dominic Polsley. Polsley brings it out to the 25 where he is brought down. And Clarinda will come out for their second offensive possession. Cardinals looking to get some things going here. So far, we've seen a run by Wyatt Schmidt, the quarterback, a run by Taden Brown, and a sack in the backfield on the offense as well. Shotgun formation. Twins to the right side here. They've got an up back offset to the left. Toss over the left side goes to Brown. He cuts it back into the teeth of the defense. Shifty gets upfield to about the 29-yard line. Looks like they'll give him 4 yards. Second down and 6 will be the call for the Cardinals at their own 29-yard line. Clock moving, 4:35 to play here in the first quarter. Lions with a 2-touchdown lead. Clarinda will break the huddle. They'll send twin receivers here to the near side again. Up back, set off left. They'll run it right up the middle with Brown. He's wrapped up, falls forward for a tough 2 yards, and we'll set up about 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4, a big 3rd down for Clarinda here as they need to get the chains moving. Trailing by 2 scores, they cannot be forced to punt it away here right away. They need to at least move it down the field and at least flip the field position on CLGLR. Schmidt will get the play there from the sidelines and run it into the huddle. 2 receivers go wide to the right side. Now a short side receiver as well. 3 wide to the right. Back to pass now. Schmidt looking over the middle, looks for a dump, has his man caught, and going to be just shy of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down, only a pickup of 2 on the pass going to Isaac Jones. So it'll be 4th down and 1. We'll see here. Clarinda looks like they're going to go for it. They feel it's needed time. 3:15 to play in the first quarter. They trail by 2 scores. 4th and a long 1. They need to get to the 35. They're just shy of the 34. Going for a hard count, trying to draw the Lions offside. Doesn't work. Now they back out of it. And it looks like Schmidt will just pooch kick this one away. No return here as Lutmer chases it down. He'll let it go. And it will be down by the Cardinals inside the 25 at about the 22-yard line. So the Lions don't fall on the hard count. And they are forcing Clarinda to punt it away to them. And the Lions will come out for their 3rd offensive set here in the first quarter. 2:48 to play in this first quarter, 14-0 CLGLR. Lions will break the huddle. They'll send twin receivers here to the near side. Single man is Vanderzee to the top side. Graham Eben stands alongside Zach Lutmer. They will hand. It'll keep with Lutmer right up the middle of the field. Lutmer's got room. Walks through first tackle. Stiff arm. Getting drugged down and thrown out of bounds at the 46-yard line. But another big run for Zach Lutmer. 32 yards that time for Lutmer. His second 30-yard run here of the quarter. Thrown out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Clock stops with 2:37 to play in the first quarter. Twins left, single man right, pistol formation this time. Eben stands behind Zach, back to pass. Lutmer looking underneath here, screen pass set up beautifully. Eben's got it inside the 40, breaks a tackle, and brought down from behind at the 25-yard line. A 21-yard screen pass from Lutmer to Eben. Graham Eben set up perfectly underneath there. First down and 10, CLGLR at the 25-yard line, looking for their 3rd score of the first quarter. Twins right, single man left. That is Austin to the bottom side. Eben goes in motion. Back to pass is Lutmer. He's going to heave one down the sidelines, looking for Vanderzee up in the end zone, and he has it. Touchdown, Lions, 25 yards. Zach Lutmer to Reese Vanderzee. Officials conferred with each other if the feet were down in bounds, and the catch was made, and the Lions lead 20-0 here in quarter number 1. Swinging gate formation here for the Lions as they will swing the linemen over and set up for the kick from Matthew Deeren. Matthew Deeren steps it off, missed on his first kick attempt here of the night. Now he got the second one up, and that is through. 1:56 to play here in the first quarter, 21-0, CLGLR on top. You're watching Central Lyon George Little Rock Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dick Naw Field, Joel Viss alongside me, Jason Heiser, my production assistant here tonight. It is all CLGLR here in the first quarter of the second round of the Class 2A playoffs as the Lions lead Clarinda 21-0 with just under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The Lions have gone for 3 touchdowns, and Clarinda has gone for back-to-back 3-and-outs. Matthew Deeren steps it off here. He'll wait for the official sign. Deeren gives the ball a boot. It is a deep kick brought on down to the freshman there, and the ball hit the ground, and his knee went down, and he is down inside the 10-yard line. He had to go down to receive it, and his knee touched the ground. Noah Harris, and he has Clarinda pinned deep in their own territory. Ball will be spotted at the 5-yard line here, and the Cardinals will start in the shadows of their own end zone. That is tough for Clarinda, as it's hard to open up your playbook that deep into your own end zone. Pistol formation, receivers spread out to each way. Handoff goes left side to Brown. Brown has some room, but brought down by the linebacker, Elbert. Elbert gives him a tough yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Clock on the move here now in the first quarter. Lions with a 3-touchdown lead. You would want Clarinda to get a first down and try and move the ball here, but they need to get out of the shadows of the end zone first. Receivers each way, twin backs here. They go to the fullback this time, right up the middle. He is stood up by the Lions. The defense is there. And once again, just 1 yard that time for Carson Downey on his first carry of the night. And it'll be 3rd down and 8 with just over a minute to play here in the first quarter. 3rd down and 8, a dangerous place to be throwing the football. Clarinda taking their time here as they try and work things off the clock. 3 wide to the right side here. Shotgun formation, Schmidt and Brown in the backfield. They're going to go option quarterback there over the left side. He is wrapped up. Vanderzee brings him down inbounds. Only a yard for Wyatt Schmidt. And once again, Clarinda is going to be forced to kick this one away. Looks like they're going to give him 2, though, on the carry. So it'll be 4th down and 6 with 20 seconds to go. Clarinda does not need to run another play here in the quarter, but we'll see if they do give the ball a boot. Jones on to do the kicking duties here. Back to return is Lutmer and Eben. They stand at their 40 and 45-yard line. And there will be no play run here in the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Clarinda 21-0. You're watching Central Lyon George Little Rock Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Second down, second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local pizza ranch.
Back at Dicknall Field as we come out for quarter number 2. It'll be a punting situation. Kicking out of the end zone will be Isaac Jones. He stands in the middle of the end zone ready to give the ball a boot. Lions have the return on. Eben will come up, lets it bounce at the 48, then grabs it. Very dangerous, and he is wrapped up at the 39-yard line. Eben's got to make sure he catches that ball. That thing can take some funny bounces. But the Lions come away with it, and they will start once again in plus territory. For the second time tonight, they will start at the Clarinda 39-yard line. We're being told, hearing Greene County and West Lyon tied at 7 in the first quarter. Spirit Lake leading 15-0 on Clear Lake. Lions shotgun formation, man in motion. They hand Isaiah Johnson. He cuts it up the field. He's got a lot of room. A first down for Isaiah Johnson as he takes it to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard run for him. Isaiah Johnson takes the ball and moves the chains for CLGLR. His second carry of the night. Lions already with 170 yards rushing in the first quarter. Shotgun formation again. They'll fake the hand. Lutmer keeps left side. He's got all sorts of room. Down the corner he goes. Zach Lutmer diving for the end zone. He's got the touchdown. Lutmer got hit. He dove and scores from 25 yards out. His second touchdown of the night. A 25-yard touchdown for Zach Lutmer less than a minute into this second quarter, and the Lions are blowing this game wide open. Kicking unit on here once again for CLGLR. Matthew Deeren on to do the kicking duties. Lutmer the holder. Graham Eben the long snapper. Good snap, good hold, good kick. 11:09 to play here in the second quarter. 28-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Clarinda. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state football playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Joel Viss with you here tonight. Class 2A state football playoffs here in the second round. Central Lyon George Little Rock on the board again here just into the second quarter. The Lions lead 28-0. Matthew Deeren on to kick here once again. Harrison Polesley back to return. Kick to the up back here, picked up and being returned here. And looks like a return by the fullback, Carson Downey. He picks it up, brings it out to the 30, across the 30, give him the 31-yard line. And that'll be Clarinda's best starting position here of the night. A lot better than last possession when they started at their own 5-yard line. So it's do or die time here for the Cardinals, trailing by 4 touchdowns early in quarter number 2. Cardinals will send 3 wide to the right side, 2 wide here to the left, 5 wide, empty backfield. Wyatt Schmidt's going to bring a man in motion. That is Talon Brown. They'll hand to him. Jet sweep. He slips as he tries to cut it up the field, and he is brought down in the backfield. And a loss of yardage on that one. Ball is brought back to the 27-yard line, so a loss of 4 for Taden Brown. Second down and 14. They'll go 5 wide again. 3 right, twins to the left. Schmidt back to pass, looking right side, pump fakes. Now he throws. Ball is tipped and almost intercepted. A double tip there. Caden Van Berkem got the first tip, even tipped it again, and just couldn't haul in the interception. The ball falls incomplete, and that'll set up third down and 14. That would have been a heartbreaker right there had Clarinda turned it over. Clock stops on the incompletion with 10:24 to go here in the second quarter. CLGLR dominating so far in this one. 3 wide to the left side, single man to the top side. And looks like we may have a timeout. No, we've got offsides against Central Lyon George Little So a 5-yard penalty against the Lions will push the ball ahead and set up third down and 9 for Clarinda. So move the ball out to the 32-yard line. And the Lions will reset. Cardinals break the huddle. Twins left, single man right, 3 wide, pistol formation. Brown fake the hand, rolling out right side under pressure. And he heaves it up over the middle and just about caught in and out of the hands as Albert was there on the coverage. Coming in to try and make the catch was Levi Weiss, the senior wide receiver. But an incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And Clarinda will be forced to kick this one away once again. Clarinda still looking for their first down here tonight. Jones back on to kick once again. He stands at his own 16-yard line. Lutmer and Eben standing back at the 35. Better kick this time. It'll be caught by Eben. He'll shift, move right side, wrapped up, brought down. Good coverage by the Cardinals. Downing coming in and making the tackle there for the Cardinals. And he takes Eben down at the 40. Central Lyon George Little taking over on their own 40-yard line here, looking for another one in the first half. One more touchdown would put this at running time and make this game go really quick. 5 wide, empty backfield. 3 to the left, twins to the right. Lutmer, quick pass out in the flat, goes through the hands of Isaiah Johnson and intercepted. Intercepted by Noah Harris. That is Lutmer's first interception of the season off the hands of Isaiah Johnson. Ball thrown a little bit behind him, and it was tipped up in the air, and Harris makes the grab. So a big break there for Clarinda. Can they capitalize on it? Some good starting field position here at the 45 of CLGLR. Sometimes it takes one break to get you going in the right direction. 5 wide for the Cardinals. 3 left, twins right. Back to pass is Schmidt. Schmidt looking left side, now comes back right, looking for Taden Brown. Brown goes up, makes the catch, but he lands out of play, and it is an incomplete pass. And Taden Brown coming up a little bit slow as he is gimping back to the sidelines. Looks like he may have landed awkwardly and holding his hip a little bit. And Taden Brown is out. He is over on the sidelines. Second down and 10 now for Clarinda. As they break the huddle here, they will go into formation. Twins left, single man right. Downing stands in the backfield now. They'll hand off to Downing right up the middle. He puts the head down, powers ahead for a yard. And Carson Downing gets him to third down and 9. Clock on the move here with 9:33 to play in the second quarter. 28-0, CLGLR with the lead. But a turnover for the Cardinals have them inside of Lion territory for the first time tonight. Still looking for their first down, though. 3rd down and 9 at the 30 or at the 44-yard line. 3 wide left, single right, back to pass. Schmidt goes slant, ball tipped at the line of scrimmage. And up in the air it goes and could not be hauled in. Another incomplete pass will bring up 4th down, and we'll see what they choose to do. It looks like the punting unit is going to come on, and they're going to try and flip the field position. Wyatt Schmidt will go back to kick here. Lutmer and Eben standing back at their own 20 and 15-yard line. Schmidt will receive it cleanly and give it a boot. High spiraling kick, fair caught at the 14, and the Lions will take over on offense from there. Just under 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Lions with a 4-touchdown lead. The defense is still playing lights out. The offense looking to kick back in high gear here. Lions will break the huddle. Twins right, single man left. Shotgun formation for Lutmer and Eben. Lutmer calls it out, fakes the hand. He's going to keep right up the middle of the field. He's hit and brought down after a gain of about 5 out to the 19-yard line. Lutmer now over 100 yards on the night on just 5 carries. 2nd down and 5. Clock on the move here in the second quarter. Lions would love to put together a long drive here and see if they can't milk the clock away and not give the Cardinals any other chances in this second quarter. Shifting with the up back here, left to right. Flags will fly. A false start against CLGLR, so that'll push them back 5 and set up 2nd down and 10. Second penalty of the night against the Lions, and offsides earlier. Now a false start as Van Berken will come out. Josh Elbert will come back in. Ball spotted back at the 14 now once again. 2nd down and 10. Clock moving at 8 minutes to play in the first half. 4 wide, 2 each way. Shotgun formation, back to pass again. Now quarterback keeper, left side. Lutmer shifts gears. Down the middle of the field he goes, takes a hit at the 30, spins forward to the 32-yard line. An 18-yard pickup that time for Lutmer. 1st down and 10. The Lions move the chains here once again. Lions break the huddle once again. They're going to keep everybody in tight this time. Shotgun formation yet, but all wideouts in tight. Back to pass is Lutmer. He looks right, comes back left. Still on the move. He's going to scramble and be sacked in the backfield. Back at the 20-yard line. Good coverage downfield by the Cardinals. Allow the defensive lineman to get in the backfield and sack him back at the 20 for a 12-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd down and about 22 for CLGLR. Lions will come out in the pistol formation. They'll send a single receiver each way. Here comes the man in motion. Fake the hand, quarterback keeper. Up the middle of the field is Lutmer. Spins through a couple tackles and gets back to the line of scrimmage and a little bit more. Out to the 33, so give him 13. He'll get back everything they had on the sack. Be 3rd down and 9 now for the Lions. Looking for another 1st down to move the chains. Lions will send twin receivers here to the bottom side, single man to the top side. That is Austin. Now twins each way. Back to pass, looking right side. Has a man in the open and just low, and Elbert can't go down to get it. Incomplete pass. We'll set up 4th down and 9, and the punting unit will come on. Caden Van Berkom on to do the punting here for the Lions with 5:52 to go in this second quarter. Lions led 21-0 after quarter number 1. They cashed in early in quarter 2 and been playing to a stalemate ever since. Van Berkom gets the ball away. Nice high spiraling kick. It is caught and brought back the other way by Brown. Brown reversing field and carries it out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line. They'll give him the 50. So they'll put him on the midfield stripe. About a 14-yard return there for Taden Brown. Good to see him back in the game. Saw him take a little hit earlier. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Great starting field position again at the midfield stripe. And they will send 5 wide out there. Empty backfield for Schmidt. 3 to the top side, Twins to the bottom. Here comes Taden Brown in motion. He'll drop the ball, just has to dive on it in the backfield, back at the 46-yard line for a loss of 4. And now they're going to say incomplete pass. They're going to say it was a shovel pass forward. So they'll go incomplete, no fumble, no loss of yards on the play. So the officials are saying it was an incomplete pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now the officials are blowing the whistles here and telling them to reset the play clock. And we will set up once again. 2nd down and 10, 5 wide. Taden Brown in motion once again. They'll fake the hand this time. Schmidt will take off. He is wrapped up from behind and brought down by the Lions. Chasing him down into backfield that time was Drew Denicus. And he brings him down at the 50. No gain for Schmidt. Will be 3rd down and 10 now. Four wide this time, 3 to the right, single man left. Brown will stay in the backfield with Schmidt this time around. Rolling out right side, Brown picks up the block. Now he's under pressure. Schmidt rolls out of a tackle, now heaves it down the field. Just about intercepted by Andrew Austin, and he is down. Austin extended and took a hit while fully extended in the air. The pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th down. But the trainers will go out to attend to Andrew Austin. Schmidt had Drew Denicus bearing down on him. Denicus got a paw on him, but able to spin out of it and get the ball in the air. The Lions tried to make a play on it. And as we have a player down, we'll take a break and we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back to more of the Class 2A state playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Andrew Austin walked off under his own power. 4th down and 10. Clarinda's going to go for it here. Twins right, twin backs in the backfield. Schmidt looking for max protection. Back to pass, pump fakes. Going to heave one down the sidelines. Man with a step, and the ball goes up, and it is well defended by Graham Eben. Ball falls incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Lions are yet to give up a 1st down here tonight with 4:36 to play in the first half. Lions have sputtered a little on the offensive side coming out here. as an interception and then a turnover on a punt for CLGLR. Good to see Andrew Austin back on the field there as just a quick one-play absence. Now he'll break out wide to the left. Twins left, single man right. Shotgun formation, Lutmer and Eben. Isaiah Johnson in motion, fake there, handoff, counter play to Eben, left side, Eben up the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, he'll outrace the field, down inside the 20, inside the 10, at the 5, the goal line, and it is a touchdown. Graham Eben from 50 yards out. Graham Eben, his second touchdown of the night, a 50-yarder. Fake to Isaiah Johnson, counter play Eben. Good blocking up front. Eben does the rest and punches it in. Lions will bring on the swinging gate here with 4:22 to go. Lions looking to attack on the extra point here. That'll put us at running time. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 4:22 to play in the quarter number 2. Lions lead 35-0. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Second down, second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids, Joel Viss alongside me, Jason Heiser, my production assistant. Glad to have you guys along. For all you Lion fans watching and all of you Clarinda Cardinal fans tuning in from down south, we're glad to have you with us here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock 35-0. The latest score, Graham Eben from 50 yards out. And a Matthew Deeren kick will put us at running time here in quarter number 2. Lions looking to hold on here. Will face the winner of Greene County and West Lyon. West Lyon leading 13-7 last we heard. Low line drive kick will take a bounce and be picked up at the 10-yard line by Harris. Harris can't get out of it, and he'll be dropped down at the 15. Harris had to try and pick it up off the grass and couldn't get going, and the coverage team was there. So first down and 10 here for Clarinda. Clock moving, under 4 minutes to go. Clarinda needs a score here to put us back into normal time running. Shotgun formation. Twin backs back with their Schmidt. Twins to the left side. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. As he sidesteps one man, has a first down, and Wyatt Schmidt has the first down of the night for Clarinda as they take it out to the 26. 11-yard run for Wyatt Schmidt. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Ball on their own 26-yard line, trailing 35-0. Single receivers each way. Now they're going to shift the up backs. Pistol formation, handoff to Brown, right side. Brown has good running room. Takes it out to the 30-yard line for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now for Clarinda. Clock moving, 2:40 to go in this second quarter. Clock in running time unless Clarinda can score. Twins right, single man left. Shotgun formation. Schmidt is going to fake the hand, keep it himself. He is hitting the backfield, going nowhere. He'll be brought down for a loss. Zakai Ditzworth coming up from the defensive end spot. He'll bring him down at the 26-yard line. So a loss of 4 back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10 now for Clarinda. Clock dips under 2 minutes to play here in the half. Clarinda looks like they are going to call a timeout, and they will. Coach Colin Bevins wants to talk this one over. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state football playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local pizza ranch.
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Central Lyon George Little leading Clarinda here in the second round of the Class 2A playoffs, 35-0. Clarinda here with a third down and 10 at their own 26-yard line. 5 wide, empty backfield for Wyatt Schmidt. Schmidt back to pass here, looking right, now comes back. He's going to throw out in the flat, overshoots everybody. And an incomplete pass there by Schmidt will set up fourth down, and it looks like the Lions are going to call a timeout with 1:30 to play here and force Clarinda to punt this ball away. It has been a struggle for the Clarinda offense here tonight. Just 1 first down and 16 total yards of offense so far in the first half. Central Lyon George Litterock has been racking it up here. The defense has set up the offense, and the offense has cashed in. Had a little stutter there in the second quarter, but got back into running order on their last drive. Clarinda will come out of the timeout. Wyatt Schmidt will have to go back to punt this ball away. He will stand near his own 10-yard line. And that'll set up Eben and Lutmer at their 40-yard line. We'll see if the Lions bring some heat here. They will not. They'll put on the return. High spiraling kick is going to go over the head, and no, it'll be caught by Lutmer back at the 34, and he'll bring it up to the 41-yard line. Pick of a 7 on the return, and the Lions will come out on offense here one more time around. Lions with 1:07 to go here in the first quarter, in the first half. Got a chance to take a few shots down the field. Twin receivers each way. Shotgun formation for Lutmer. He will hand off. No, he'll keep. Lutmer, left side, cuts it around. Now up the field he goes. He's got a first down. Tripped up at the 46-yard line. 13-yard run there for Zach Lutmer. Lions hurry up on the ball as the clock is on the move. 3 wide to the right side, single man left. Back to pass. Lutmer looking right, now coming back left. Has to just lob one over the top and just about intercepted again. Looking for Isaiah Johnson. Clock still runs, though, with the running time. Second down and 10. Lions will go 4 wide, 2 each way. Lutmer back to pass again. Looking left side, he's going to heave one down the sidelines, and it is almost intercepted again. That time, Isaac Jones had a beat on it. And the clock will roll under 10 seconds, and that should do it here for the first half. After one half of play, Central Lyon George Litterock leading Clarinda 35-0. We'll take a break and be back with the halftime report when we return to the Class 2A sector football playoffs here in the second round on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, you know, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better and when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much, but what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in and try and get them in the right direction.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but
Back in Rock Rapids at Dicknall Field, Joel Viss with you here. Class 2A second round matchup between Central Lyon George Little Rock and Clarinda. CLGLR leading Clarinda 35-0 at the half. And the Lions have been rolling so far. They have held Clarinda to just one first down and 16 total yards of offense. They have 14 carries for 14 yards. Wyatt Schmidt and Taden Brown both with 6 yards on 6 carries. Wyatt Schmidt, 1 of 9 passing here tonight for just 2 yards. And the Lion defense has been nasty so far. And the Lion offense has been on fire as well with this 35-0 lead here at the half. For the Lions, their yardage, they got 19 total carries for 282 yards. Zach Lutmer has 133 with 2 touchdowns. Graham Eben 126 with 2 touchdowns. Eben over 1,000 yards on the season now. And Zach Lutmer getting very close. He is about 30 yards away from going over 1,000 yards on the ground as well. So 2,000-yard rushers possible here tonight if the Lions can keep things going. Don't know how much we will see of the starters in the second half for the Lions. But Isaiah Johnson has a couple touches, as well as Josh Elbert has one. Lutmer, 50% passing here tonight. Just a little under 3 of 7 passing the ball for 47 yards. Has a 25-yard touchdown to Reese Vanderzee and an interception to his credit. Central Lyon George Litterock with that 35-0 lead. Also around the area, we're being told West Lyon leads Greene County 19-7. Spirit Lake is leading Clear Lake 22-0. OAB, CIG, and Osage are tied at 0. Wahlert Catholic was leading West Marshall earlier, we had heard, and West Marshall, one of the other undefeateds on the other side. Williamsburg, the other undefeated, leading Mid Prairie at the half by a score of 42-7. Monticello leading Centerville 21-14. So that is a few of the updates from around the area. But here it sits at 35-0. We'll be at running time here in the second half. Clarinda made the long drive up here and has had a rough night so far. They won the toss, and that is about all they have won so far as they kicked off to the Lions, and the Lions started the onslaught from there and have not given an inch to Clarinda. The best run they had, an 11-yarder by Wyatt Schmidt, picking up the only first down for the Cardinals in that first half. We'll take a break here. When we come back, we're going to go back inside the Lions' den. We're going to get together with a couple seniors here from the Lions, and we'll talk to a couple of those guys and get to know some of the senior football players up here in Rock Rapids a little bit more in depth and a little bit closer on when we return to more Central Lyon George Little Rock Lion football in the Class 2A state football playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Welcome to the Lions Den, where we get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today, I'm joined by Chase Thedens. Chase, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Chase, let's start in the classroom. What's your schedule like this semester?
Well, first hour, I have band, and then second hour, I have AP Calc, which is probably my toughest class. And then third hour, I have lifting. Fourth hour, I have biotech with Mr. Rockhill. And then fifth hour, I have open campus study hall. And then my sixth hour, I'm back with Rockhill at Egg Business. And then my seventh hour is choir. And then my last class is psychology.
All right, busy schedule.
Yeah.
I guess you're a senior here at Central Lyon, obviously, right? Tell us a little bit about the football team, how we're doing so far.
Well, we're obviously undefeated up to this point, and I think we have a really good shot to win the state championship. And I just think the bond that we have in this team and this organization is stronger than anything I've ever been a part of.
Very good to hear. Now, besides football, what other things are you involved in here at school, maybe in our community?
I'm involved in a lot of more of the music side of our school. I'm in jazz choir, jazz band, swing choir, normal choir and band, and I'm also in the fall musical and Maidstone Plays.
All right, very good. Talking a little bit more about the football team, what are some of the team goals that you guys set for yourself this year?
Well, obviously, the main goal, since the thing that's been on our mind since we've ever started playing football together, was a state championship. And then our little goal is just stuff like winning the district, beating West Lyon, and just remaining and bringing it to practice every day and remaining as a good, hard-knit group and being the best leaders we can be.
All right, some of those goals already met for the year.
Yep.
Very good. What about yourself? Any individual goals that you've set for yourself this season?
Well, at the beginning of the year, I just wanted to be the best teammate I can be and just be a great leader. And then now, after the injury I went through, it's just coming back as better than ever and remaining as strong as I possibly can be.
All right. Now, you've been a part of the program for many years. What advice do you have for some of those younger players that are just getting started out in CLGLR football?
Use that weight room and enjoy the process. It really does go by faster than you think.
Very good, very good. Now, you're still in the first semester. I guess we finished the first quarter, so second quarter now here at Central Lyon. But what are, what are your plans for next year as you move on?
Right now, my plan is to go to SDSU for journalism.
All right, very good. What is one thing you can tell everyone about that you think is best about this team, or maybe a favorite memory you've had over your last 3+ years of being part of the football team?
My favorite memory is probably our sophomore year going down to the Dome, because that's just a surreal experience. Coming from a small town in northwest Iowa, you dream to play on that Dome floor, and even though I was hurt and I didn't get to play, just being down there in that atmosphere is just a whole different world.
It's a very common memory from our seniors.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get to recreate that here in a few weeks. But Chase, I want to thank you for joining us today. And now back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much. But what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try to help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in, and try and get them in the right direction.
Welcome to the Lions Den. We get to know our student athletes a little more in depth. Today I'm joined by Nate Aarons. Nate, thanks for joining me.
I'm glad to be here.
All right, Nate, let's start in the classroom. What's your class schedule like this semester?
Well, I start the morning with open campus, then I go to AP Calc, then college comp, advanced programming, physics, choir, American government, and then lifting.
All right, not an easy schedule, that is.
No.
Now, Nate, you're a senior here at Central Lyon and play football. Tell the viewers a little bit about what you think about the football team.
I think we're having a great year so far. I really enjoyed the lifting during the summer. I think we really worked hard for it. I think we're continuing to work hard every day, and I can't wait to see how far we can make it.
Sounds good. What other things are you involved in here at school and maybe out in our community?
I'm in jazz choir. I also part of FCA. And then I also go to help out with the church at Tabernacle up in George.
All right. Let's talk a little about goals. What are some of the team goals that the team has set this year?
Well, obviously, we want to make it a state and then win it compared to our sophomore year. Also completed our main goal of beating West Lyon. Hopefully, we line up against them again next week and beat them again.
Sounds good. What about yourself? What are some individual goals maybe that you had for yourself going into the season?
Just every day, push myself harder and harder, weight room, keep on working hard, and then do what coaches ask.
There you go. Good goals. You've been around the program for a while. What advice do you have for those younger kids that are maybe just getting started with football?
I think some of the best advice is to listen to your coaches and keep on pushing yourself harder in the weight room. That's one of your, especially if you're a lineman, that's one of your key places to get better.
Very good advice. Very good advice. Now, still got a lot of school left yet for your senior year, but do you know what you want to do next year?
Yep. Next year I'm planning on going up to SDSU and then majoring in computer science.
All right. A lot of former CL grads at SDSU.
Yeah.
Let's finish by talking a little bit. What do you like best about being part of the football team, or maybe what's a favorite memory you have?
Oh, I just love how much we're basically like a brotherhood. Just always, even before game, just messing around, just giving people crap and them dishing it right back. That's always fun.
Very good, very good. Now, Nate, I want to thank you for joining us today, and we'll go back to the booth after a word from our sponsors.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local pizza ranch.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back to Rock Rapids, live from Dicknall Field. My name is Joel Viss. Glad to have you along. Ready for the start of half number 2 here tonight in Rock Rapids. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Clarinda 35-0 in the second round of the Class 2A state football playoffs. Lions receive the opening kickoff, so they will give the ball a boot. It is a short kick, and it'll go over the upback's head. Harris tries to come up on it and has to kick it out of bounds as he can't play it off the field. Nonetheless, even though he kicked it out of bounds, still a decent starting field position for Clarinda at the 22-yard line. We will start with running time here in the second half with the 35-point spread. If Clarinda can march it down and score, they will put it back to regular standard time. Pistol formation, receivers bust off each way. They hand off left side. Tayden Brown, he's piled up on immediately, pushes ahead for a yard, but not much more after that. Tayden Brown, tough sledding for him. Brown, a 1,400-yard rusher, just shy of 1,400 yards, was 1,378 coming into tonight. So needed 22 yards. Right now he sits at 7. Second down and 8 as they give him 2 yards of forward progress. Receivers, twins to the left, single to the right. They're going to hand off counter play to Brown. Brown fights ahead again, and nothing doing. Back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and 8 now. Coming up and filling in on that one, you had Caden Van Berkom as well as Chase Thedens crashing down. Drew Denikis. Schulte up there, Kruger as well. Twins right, single left, back to pass. Schmidt, little bubble screen is picked off and going the other way. Drew Denikis, a pick 6 for the Lions. And just like that, it is 41-0 with 10:16 to go here in the third quarter. Drew Denikis, his first touchdown as a Lion. The big defensive end steps in front, trying to throw the bubble screen. He just put the paws up and takes that ball away. 6'4", 200-pound junior. Kicking team on here. Low snap, but Lutmer gets it down, and it is through by Matthew Deeren. 10:16 to play in the third quarter. 42-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Clarinda. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, Clarinda started with the football, trying to get it back to normal standard time. and a pick six on 3rd down and 8. Drew Denikis goes 16 yards for the defensive touchdown for the Lions. And the Lions have broke this open to a 42-0 lead. Lions rolling on here in round number 2, looking to move on to the state quarterfinals next week. If West Lyon can hold on to the lead and win down in Greene County, it'll be Beef Bowl round 2 back here at Central Lyon in the quarterfinals. A rematch from an earlier season battle between the two. The Lions won that matchup with West Lyon 38-17. Deeren gives the ball a kick, and Harris lets this one go. It'll roll through the end zone for the touchback, and they'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. Clock is stopped momentarily as no fielding of the ball, so it'll stay at 10-16 until the first snap. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. Pistol formation, receiver going each way. Taden Brown, now they'll shift double up backs here to the right side. They'll hand off to Brown over the right side. Nothing doing for him. Crosses the 20 to the 21 for a tough sledding once again for Taden Brown. Now 9 carries for 9 yards. Taden needs to get 22 to get to that 1,400 yards on the season. Charlie Hamilton now going to check in. Some of the substitutes starting to work their way in as Gabe Schulte will check out here for the Lion defense. Charlie Hamilton up at a defensive tackle spot. 3 wide to the right side. Fake the hand. Schmidt is in trouble. In the backfield. He's going down. Zakai Ditzworth gets him in the backfield. Him and Charlie Hamilton meet at the quarterback. A loss of 3. Third down and 12 now. Ball back at the 18-yard line for Clarinda. Clock moving, 9:15 to go in this third quarter. Lion defense has been absolutely nasty here tonight. Third down and 12. 3 wide to the right side. Single man to the top side. Schmidt in the shotgun rolling out right side. Now he's going to come back, throwback pass, has some pressure, lobs it up, and it is intercepted by Zach Lutmer. Back-to-back interceptions here for Wyatt Schmidt. And the Lions take over again in plus territory with 8:35 to go here in the third quarter, leading 42-0. Central Lyon George Litterock putting on a clinic here tonight. First down and 10 Lions at the Cardinals' 46-yard line. Lion first team offense here on the field. Twins right, single man to the left. Lutmer in the pistol formation. He's got Graham Eben standing behind him. Man in motion, Isaiah Johnson fake there, hands off to Eben, right side. Eben's got 5 yards, maybe 4. Actually, they'll bring him back to the 42-yard line. So 4 yards for Graham. Second down and 6 for the Lions as they get the offense started here. Their first offensive possession of the second half. Should only get 1, usually is the key in these matchups. Twins left, single man right, shotgun formation. Johnson in motion. Fake there, now counter play to Eben again. He's wrapped up, fighting for yardage, and gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Well defended that time by the Cardinals. Coming up and getting through there was Carson Downing from the linebacker spot. Also coming in there from the defensive tackle spot, Matthew Olson, the 5'10 junior for Clarinda. Third down and 6 for Central Lyon George Litterock. Ball on the 42-yard line. Receivers all in tight. Shotgun formation. Lutmer and Eben in the backfield. They're going to hand off to Graham left side. He's blown up in the backfield. Nothing doing. Blitz coming. able to bring him down. Harris in on the tackle. Also coming through there again was Matthew Olson. Also in there was Jace Wilms as a loss of 1 on the carry for Graham. We'll bring on the punt team. No, the Lions are going to go for it on 4th down. 4th and 7, it looks like. Well, 4th and 6. They gave him no gain on the play. Got him back to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion is Eben. Back to pass. Quarterback now going to keep it. Lutmer spins off a tackle. Doesn't have enough for first down yardage as he crosses the 40. And looks like they will give him the 39-yard line. Gain of 3 for Zach. Lutmer was looking deep, then decided to tuck and run and turns it over on downs, gives it back to the Cardinals. 42-0, still the Lions lead with 5:44 to play. Nathan Aarons coming in at a defensive tackle spot. Got to talk to him there at the half. A senior backup here for the Lions. Shotgun formation, 3 wide. Back to pass. Schmidt throws out in the flat, has his man at the 40-yard line, and just exploded on. And flag will fly. Double flags. Andrew Austin tackles him, doing a little jawing. And then retaliation by the Cardinals. Ethan McAndrews made the catch. Going to be no gain on the reception. We'll see what the penalties are for. This might be dual penalties. And it will be unsportsmanlike conduct just against the defense. Nothing for the retaliation. Andrew Austin made a great tackle there and got up and taunted. No room for that stuff, though. We don't need any of that here, especially with a 42-0 lead. So 1st down and 10 after the 15-yard mark-off. Ball we spotted on the Lion 44-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the top side, single man to the bottom side. Schmidt stands in the backfield, back to pass again. He's looking deep down the right side, going up and making the, didn't make it, couldn't bring it in. Isaac Jones made a great play on the ball. He bobbled it, spun, almost caught it again, and just couldn't bring it in. So the ball falls incomplete as the clock dips below 5 minutes to play. Reese Vanderzee is going to check out of the ball game now. Coming in for the Lions, I see Reed Fulkins in at a safety spot. Also coming in at a corner position now for the Lions. Weston Frecking, a 5'10" sophomore for the Lions. Twins left, single man right. Back to pass again. Schmidt looks underneath this time. Looks for the slant route to Jones again and through the hands. Good pass there and right out there on the money. Jones just couldn't catch it. And the incomplete pass will set us up here once again for 3rd down and 10. Clock moving at 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Clarinda looking to try and get some points on the board here. 4 wide again. Schmidt rolling out left side, pressure coming, and he throws underneath and just misses the outreached hands. Jones once again the target. As now is 4th down and 10. Expecting Clarinda to go for it here as they are inside Lion territory, trailing by 42. Schmidt will bring the play in here with 3.5 to go. 4th down and 10 now for Clarinda. As they will send 3 wide this time. Twins to the top side, single man to the right side. Brown stands behind him. Fake the hand there. Back to pass. Schmidt, pump fake. Now looking deep down the center of the field. Has a man, and it is caught down at the 14-yard line. Making the catch there was, I do believe that was Levi Weiss. And he makes the grab at the 13 is where they will spot him with it. 26-yard reception there to Levi Weiss. Chain mover. Cardinals threatening here late in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Brown. Left side, cuts it back right side. He's brought down inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Taden Brown. Taden Brown now with 13 yards on the night. Needs to get to that magic 22 to get to 1,400 yards. A fantastic season for that senior tailback. Second down and 6. Ball at the 9-yard line. Cardinals can get a first down without scoring. Receivers to each way. Now the upbacks will shift. Toss play over the right side to Brown. He's got some running room. Fights for the corner. He is tripped up by Isaiah Johnson, and he's brought down at the 6-yard line for a pickup of 3. Third down and 3 now for the Cardinals. 2 downs to get a first down or a touchdown. Minute 34 to go here in this third quarter. A 42-0 lead for Central Lyon George Litterock. Twins right, now 3 wide to the right side as they bring a man in motion. Schmidt's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. He is inside the 5. He is down at the 3-yard line. So no gain on that one. Well, maybe a yard. Or man, they're going to give him a lot more than that. The sticks might be a little off. They're saying 4th down and 1. Ball at the 4-yard line. So on 4th down, they're going to go for it. They only need a yard. Shifting the up back to the left side. Downey the lead back. Give it off to Brown. Brown sidesteps. He's got the first down as he gets it down to the 1-yard line. 2 yards on the carry for Taden Brown. Ball on the 2-yard line here. First and goal for the Cardinals. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cardinals trying to rush one in here and try and get this playoff before the end of the quarter. They'll hustle up with 6 seconds on the clock. Shotgun formation. They're going to shift, and they will get it off in 1 second. Toss play left side. Flag will fly as Brown gets into the end zone, but we're going to have a holding penalty, and that one is going to come back. And that's a tough break right there. Holding penalty against the Cardinals will negate the touchdown run for Taden Brown. And they're going to mark that back from the 5-yard line, it looks like. And that will be an end of the first quarter. We will start first down and goal from the 16-yard line when we return for quarter number 4 of the Class 2A State Football Playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
DeNoble Austin & Company PC, certified public accountants, offers a variety of services including payroll, auditing, sales tax, financial statement preparation, and of course, income taxes. Whether you're a farmer, small or large business owner, or just require some assistance with your personal finances, DeNoble Austin & Company PC can save you time and peace of mind with the skills you need and the service you expect. Located in Rock Rapids and Laverne.
And we're back in Rock Rapids. They're going to go one untimed down, not going to let it end on an offensive penalty. So first and goal from the 16. Ball hits the floor. Schmidt picks it up, heaves it to the corner. It is caught at the 6-yard line by Jones. So a 10-yard pickup on the reception, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. And it'll be 42-0 as we go to the quarter number 4. And we'll be back with more Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids as we start quarter 4, 42-0. Central Lyon George Little leading Clarinda, but the Cardinals threatening to score here. Second down and goal from the 6-yard line. Shotgun formation, single receivers each way. They'll shift the up back Downing left to right. Rolling out right side on the option. Shovel pass goes in the backfield and brought down is Taden Brown. Reed Fulkins comes up from the safety position and brings him down for a loss. Back at the 9-yard line, loss of 3 for Brown. Puts Taden back at 15 yards on the night. Still needs 7 yards to get to that elusive 1,400 for the season. Third down and goal from the 9-yard line. We'll see if they go to the air. Twins left, single man to the right. That's Jones on the top side of your screen. Back to pass. They're looking for him. Jump ball in the air, and Jones makes the catch, but yes, he does get a foot down. A 9-yard touchdown for Clarinda, and the Cardinals are on the board. Isaac Jones, the big wideout, goes up. He's the leading wide receiver for Clarinda, a 6'4 senior, and he hauls in the touchdown reception. Cardinals do not do a kicker. They have not kicked an extra point all season. They always go for 2. So they will line up for 2 here in the fourth quarter, trailing 42-6. Two-point conversion coming here. 3 wide to the left side. Brown and Schmidt in the backfield. Shotgun formation. They'll fake the hand. Schmidt keeps up the middle of the field, and he's got the 2-point conversion. 11:13 to go in the fourth quarter. Central Lyon George Little Rock leads Clarinda 42-8. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state football playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, with care and coverage. Partner with Avera for more hellos, more hugs, more memories. We'll move you forward through sickness and health, and every milestone in between. Hello possibility, hello healthy, hello life. Avera, moving health forward.
Back at Dicknall Field here in Rock Rapids. 42-8, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead here over Clarinda. Clarinda getting a 9-yard touchdown pass. Isaac Jones hauling in that 9-yarder from Wyatt Schmidt in the back of the end zone, and then Schmidt tacks on the 2-point conversion. Now down to a 34-point lead, and onside kick is fielded by the upback. And the Lions jump on top of it there. And picking up a kickoff return there for the Lions, Ryan Chase, the 5'11 junior. And the second team offense comes on here for CLGLR at the 49-yard line. Clock is back to regular timing as it is at a 34-point lead on the 2-point conversion. Lions come out, Twins right, single man left. Simon Konitschke in at the quarterback spot. Or no, it's Reed Fulkins in at the quarterback spot. Reed Fulkins hands off left side. There goes to Lane Kruger. Kruger carries ahead for 2 yards. Now Weston Frecking will come back into the ball game here for the Lions. He'll rotate in at a tailback spot. Second down and 8, Central Lyon, George Little Rock. They will line up here. Twins right, single left. Fulkins calls it out, hands off to Frecking. Frecking puts the head down. He fights ahead and just shy of the 45-yard line. Another tough 2 yards there for Weston this time. Set up third down and 6 now for the Lions. A long 6 as they are on the outside of the 45-yard line. Need to get to the 39. So on third down, the Lions set up pistol formation. Twins right, single man to the left. That's Grieve up on the top side. Reed Fulkins in at the quarterback spot. He'll hand off right side to Weston once again. Not much doing. Another 2 yards. Maybe 3. We'll see where they spot it. They'll go the 43. So 2 yards for Weston. Will set up fourth down, and the Lions will send on the punting unit. So the second teamers go 3 and out, and the punt team comes back on with 9.5 to play in the ball game. Matthew Deeren on to do the punting duties this time. Now coming running into the game here, Jamie Van Wy, offensive lineman. Looks like also out there Dominic Putnam will come out to the outside as well as Deeren stands back to give the ball a punt. Carson Vandentop coming on late, and the Lions will be forced to call a timeout with 9:07 to play. We'll take a break and be back with more this fourth quarter in the Class 2A state playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day.
Back for fourth down here with 9:07 to go in the fourth quarter. Matthew Deeren to punt the ball away. High spiraling kick. Tatum Brown going to let that one go. It bounces inside the 5, and it is downed at the 1-yard line by Putnam. Dominic Putnam downs it at the 1-yard line. And Clarinda will come out and be stuck in the shadows of their own end zone once again. Great punt there by Matthew Deeren. Lions second teamers coming into the ball game as well. Jack Krall coming in at a defensive lineman spot. Hamilton, Aaron's in there as well as Wyatt Krall up front. Weston Frecking, Carson Vandentop in there. Tyler Grieve, Reed Fulkins. Lane Kruger over at a cornerback spot. And looks like also Ethan Peterson at a linebacker position. Handoff goes up to the fullback there. And the ball gets pounded through there by Carson Downey. Downey carries it out across the 10. Great effort there by Downing to run through a few arm tackles out to the 12. 11 yards on the pickup will move the chains. That's a big run there to get you out of your own end zone. First down and 10 Cardinals. They'll hand off this time. Goes to Brown. Brown is hit in the backfield. Brought down back at the 10-yard line. Going nowhere. Nathan Aaron's getting a hold of him. And they'll go back at the 11. So a loss of 1 for Brown. Second down and 11 for Clarinda. Clock moving at 8:10 to go in the ballgame. 42-8 Central Lyon George Little Rock. With a commanding lead here as the second teamers are in for the Lions. Clarinda breaks the huddle. Twins right here on the top side. Up back, set off to the left. They'll go. Counter play goes to Downey. Downey's wrapped up and fights forward. Falls forward to the 12. Gets him back to the line of scrimmage. For a tough 1 yard, it'll be third down and 10. Passing situation here for Clarinda on 3rd down and long. Wyatt Schmidt was just 1 of 9 at the half. He has been better here in the second half. 3 of 8 passing the ball here. Has that touchdown to Isaac Jones. Pistol formation, 3 wide, Twins to the top side, single man to the bottom, play action pass. He's under pressure, rolling out, has to throw out in the flat, running, or his receiver just lost his foot and fell down. And nothing doing there as the Lions are going to force 4th down in a novice punting situation. Levi Weiss was the intended receiver for Clarinda. Weiss, the senior wide receiver, does have a catch of 26 yards, the longest play of the night for the Cardinals, helping them set up that touchdown. So a punting situation here for the Cardinals as they will punt out of their own end zone, give it a boot, a spiraling kick. Tyler Grieve will catch it and bobble it and just falls on it at the 43-yard line. Central Lyon George Litterock taking over on offense here with 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Back in plus territory, the second teamers back onto the game, and we'll see if they can't move the ball a little bit farther. Josh Jagger checking into the game here for the Lions. Also coming in there, Jack Krall up front, Ethan Hofert in there on the offensive line. Reed Folkens, the quarterback. Lions line up, Twins left, single man right. Folkens hands off Weston Frecking left side. He's tripped up after a gain of 1 down to the 42-yard line. Bring up 2nd down and 9, but the clock is back on the move. Lions just looking to move on here tonight. Last we heard, West Lyon leading big, 27-7, I do believe I heard. And if that is the case, it'll be a battle for Lyon County in the state quarterfinals. Once again, a rematch for the 3rd year in a row between the Lions and Wildcats. Twins left, single right, shotgun formation, man in motion this time. They will hand off to Jagger. Jagger trying to get strung out there, and he'll be brought down for a loss. Actually, that's not Jagger. That is Dominic Putnam. And Putnam is brought down for no gain. 3rd down and 9 now for the Lions. Clock will dip below 6 minutes to play. Zakai Didsworth will check out. Back in the ballgame now, Caden Zekin at a wide receiver spot. Shotgun formation, 4 wide. Folkens back to pass. Now he's going to take off, quarterback run. Flags will fly in the area of a hold. And the penalty we'll see if they decide, as it's no gain on the play. And we'll see if they try and play the field position and push the Lions back. Holding penalty came back at the 47-yard line. They'll decline the penalty. It'll be 4th down and 9 after the result of the play, and the Lion punting unit will come back on. Pretty much the same distance that they just punted from last time. Matthew Deeren punted it down to the 1-yard line where the Lions downed it. Punt goes away, angling towards the sidelines, takes a Lion bounce inside the 20-yard line, inside the 15. Putnam will once again down it, this time at the 14-yard line. And that is where Clarinda will take over on offense once again. 5.5 to play. Clarinda will close out their season. A trip to the second round here. They will finish 6-4 on the season. And their season will come to an end. A couple great seniors on that squad. Wyatt Schmidt and Taden Brown for sure. Those guys, Isaac Jones, have had fantastic years. Pistol formation once again. They'll hand off Taden Brown over the right side. He'll break free around the corner, fighting for more yards. Still looking and very close to a 1st down. And we'll see where they spot the ball here. It looks like it's going to be close to the 24. And will they give it to him? No, they're going to say he is a yard short to the 23, so a 9-yard pickup. That'll get him to 23 yards and put him just over the 1,400-yard mark. Ball handed off there once again to Brown. He will cross across the 30 to the 31. 7-yard pickup for Taden Brown. A fantastic season for Brown. As we said, he will come away a 1,400-yard run. Four and a half to play. Shotgun formation. 4 wide here. Back to pass. Looking out here for Jones. Jones in and out of his hands. Cannot make the catch. Weston Frecking in on the defense there. Knocks the ball away. Clock stops with 4:28 to go. Sets up second down and 10 now for Clarinda. Ball spotted on their own 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle. They'll send 3 wide to the top side of your screen. Single man here to the bottom side. That is Jones. They'll hand off Brown up the middle. He is wrapped up immediately and brought down. Bringing him down there is Ethan Hofert, the defensive tackle. Brings him down at the 32 for a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Cardinals. At their own 32-yard line, passing down once again. Clarinda will send 4 wide, twin receivers each way. Schmidt back to pass, looking right side, coming back to the middle, now looking left. He's going to heave one over the top, and Jones has got the catch. Grieve would have gotten called for the pass interference anyway. But he makes the grab at the 35-yard line. "34-yard reception that time for Isaac Jones. Jones now at 55 yards on 4 receptions. First down and 10 as they will take the play instead of the penalty. Ball will be inside the 35 at the 34. First and 10 for Clarinda. 3 wide this time. Schmidt will hand off to Brown over the right side. He follows his blockers up the field. He's got good yardage, 7, maybe 8 yards. Waiting on the spot of that one. Looks like he's down to the 26. So they will give him 8 yards on the ground. Second down and 2. 3:30 to play in the game. 42-8. Lions looking to cap this one off. Second teamers trying to get a stop here on the defensive side for Central Lyon George Litterock. 4 wide, rolling out left side. Schmidt to throw. He's going to heave one to the end zone. Ball is up over the hands of Reed Fulkins and caught in the end zone by Levi Weiss, his 26-yarder for the touchdown. Flag down in the end zone. We'll see what the flag actually is. Now it looks like they're going to walk back. Might be offensive pass interference. And are they going to say that Levi Weiss gave Reed Fulkins a push? And they will. So they will negate that touchdown on the penalty. And it'll be a 15-yard backup there. And they'll put the ball back at the 41-yard line. It'll be second down and long now. Clock stops with 3:10 to go here in the ball game now. Cardinals will send 4 wide again, 3 to the top side, single man to the bottom. That's Jones. Schmidt back to pass, quick slant over there and through his hands and through the hands of the defensive back, Weston Frecking as well. So an incomplete pass will set up 3rd down and 17 now. West Lyon leading 34-7 on Greene County. The Wildcats will come back here to Rock Rapids next Friday night for Beef Bowl 2. 4 wide again, 3 to the right side, single man left. That's Jones. They're going to go deep down the sideline. Schmidt's heaving it out there. Jones trying to go under it, and it is it caught? Yes, it is caught in the end zone. Jones got underneath of it. 41 yards for the touchdown, his second one of the night. A 41-yard reception for the touchdown for Isaac Jones. Puts the lead at 42-14 with 2:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. 2-point conversion to come. Shotgun formation, Twins right. Up back set to the right, the handoff to Brown. Brown will shift and sidestep a few defenders and walk in for the 2-point conversion. So at 2:57 to play, 42-16, CLGLR leading Clarinda. We'll be back with more of the Class 2A state playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
After a long day, deciding on dinner can be tough, but a few simple words can make everything better.
Pizza's here.
End your day the right way with pizza and chicken from the carryout and delivery experts at your local Pizza Ranch.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter for Clarinda. Has made this game a little bit closer at 42-16 with 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Clarinda will come on here, and we'll see if they decide to kick it deep. The Lions are set up waiting to see an onside kick, so they have the hands team on, as Isaac Jones will come on to do the kicking. Jones steps back here, looks as if he's going to line up for a deep kickoff, but we'll see what they do. And they squib kick it through the middle, caught by the up back and just dropped on by the Lions at the 31-yard line. Weston Frecking falls on it. And the Lions second teamers will come out once again and try and move the ball and try and put the finishing touches on this playoff win. Clarinda will have a long bus ride home. A 4-hour trip for the Cardinals to head back south. First down and 10 now for the Lions. And the Lions trying to get the signal in, and it doesn't look like they will. May have to burn another timeout, and they will. So the Lions will call timeout, their second one here of the half with 2:56 to play here in the game. We'll take one as well. 42-16, CLGLR leading Clarinda, the Class 2A state football playoffs on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
When the world changes, you change with it. By embracing new rhythms, redefining connection, and taking less for granted, you push through the uncertainty. And at every point along the way, we stand with you. Because even when your world looks different, our commitment to your care stays the same. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back in Rock Rapids, out of the timeout here for Central Lyon, George Litterock. And looks as if the second teamers have come on now for Clarinda, as they have put the reserves in on the defensive side and have called fair game. And get some other kids some playing time here in the playoffs. Lions line up, shotgun formation, Twins left, single right. And they will fake the hand. Fulkins will keep it left side. Nothing doing. He's blown up in the backfield back at the 30-yard line. Lions second teamers not getting a good push up front as they lose a yard. Second down and 11 now for the Lions. Back at the 30-yard line. 2:30 to play here in the game. Lions will use every ounce of the play clock here before they call the next play in. They will break the huddle here. Twins right this time, single man left. Reed Folkens, the quarterback. Frecking stands to his left. Handoff goes to Weston. Weston right up the middle of the field. Good running room for him that time. Takes it out to the 39. A 9-yard pickup for Weston. We'll set up third down and short now for CLGLR. Third down and 1 as the clock dips to 1:50 to play. Lions will improve to 10-0 and stay perfect on the season as they await that rematch with West Lyon back here in Rock Rapids next Friday night. We'll be here for you on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Twins right, single man left. Folkens hands off right up the middle of the field. It's Weston once again. He squirts forward and picks up enough yardage for the first down. Out to the 44-yard line, a pickup of 5. First and 10, CLGLR. And now they should be able to just take a knee on it. Reed Folkens will come up in victory formation as Lions will wait for the play clock here to run down. It'll dip below a minute to go. Should take 2 more knees, and this game will be in the books. The Lions will advance in the playoffs as Folkens takes a knee. The clock will run. The Lions will have to do it one more time. Clarinda just were outmatched here tonight by the Lions, and the Lions got after them early and often, put them behind the chains, took them completely out of their game plan, and able to roll to another victory as Folkens takes the knee. That will do it here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock is victorious, moving on in the Class 2A playoffs. A spot in the quarterfinals awaits them, and they will await the West Lyon Wildcats next Friday night back here at Dicknall Field. We'll take a break and come back and wrap things up with more Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Second down, second down. Try it. I think you really like it. I tried it, and so here I am 17 years later. I love it.
At Frontier Bank, we know you're busy with what really matters. That's why our Big Deal checking account was created to make banking work for you. While you're keeping up with life's daily transactions, your Big Deal checking account is earning you monthly rewards. Competitive rates, refunds on ATM fees, and more, with no minimum balance or monthly service fees required. And you can apply for a Big Deal account from anywhere in less than 10 minutes. Focus on what matters most. Bank with Frontier Bank. See a customer service representative for more information. Member FDIC.
Back here in Rock Rapids for the trophy presentation down on the football field in Dicknall Field. A spot in the second round of the Iowa Class 2A playoffs. Athletic Director Dan Cruz will present the trophy to the Clarinda Cardinals. And a 6-4 season here for the Cardinals, advancing to the second round. And the senior captains will make their way out here. Wyatt Schmidt will come on with his teammates to receive the trophy, and they will hold it up for their fans. And a good crowd coming up here from Clarinda. We hope they have an absolutely safe drive home, a long trip for them. And we thank them for coming up here, and what a great crowd that they did have on hand. Thank you to all of you listening back at home. We say a big thank you to each and every one of our sponsors making it possible. The Avera Medical Group, Frontier Bank, Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, and DeNoble Austin and Company PC, as well as the PepsiCo Bottling Company and the Iowa High School Sports Athletic Association, making this possible here on our Central Lyon Broadcast Network. High School Musical Bye Bye Birdie going on. 2 more showings tomorrow night and on Sunday afternoon. Tickets can be purchased ahead of the show online at the Central Lyon website. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook and on Twitter to keep up on our latest news. The Lions finished tonight with about 300 yards of offense on the ground, 47 yards through the air for Zach Lutmer, and a 42-16 victory. For Clarinda, they finished the night 30 carries for 58 yards on the ground, 122 through the air for Wyatt Schmidt on 7 of 23 passing, had 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Taden Brown did get to that 1,400 yards. He had 39 yards on the carry. For the Lions, they were led by Zach Lutmer and Graham Eben, both of them with 10 carries on the night, 136 yards unofficially for Lutmer and 130 for Eben. Both of them had 2 touchdowns on the ground. Lutmer had the touchdown pass over the top to Reese Vanderzee through the air for 25 yards, and Drew Denikis cashed in the second half for the Lions defense, a 16-yard pick six for the Lions to round out their 42 points. Isaac Jones, the 2 receptions, 4 touchdowns for Clarinda. That'll do it for our coverage here tonight. We thank each and every one of you once again for tuning in and join us. We'll see you back here next Friday night for Beef Bowl Round 2. Lions and Wildcats will meet up back here in Rock Rapids. We'll be glad to have you with us once again for another round as the Lions would move on to the Class 2A state quarterfinals. For Jason Heiser, my production assistant, I'm Joel Viss. Thank you very much and have a great night, everybody.